Hello, hello, good morning. Let's see, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. Hey, how is it going? Hey, Kevin, I saw you have an appointment this morning. Thanks for dropping by, though. I appreciate it. Anthony, good morning. How's your day? And then Anon, yeah, I can look into making a Vapor authentication tutorial. You can follow their docs. They're pretty good. And they've just redone them too. So like following their docs is probably where I would start. And I haven't done authentication because I haven't really done it myself yet. So I will look at how to do that. And I'm going to get to that in this series itself. But actually, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm not going to do like your normal authentication with like an email and password. For this series, am going to try to use passkeys. So because of that, I have no idea how to do that. And that's not in the docs because it's brand new. So we will see what happens with that. Doing all right, ready for the weekend. Yes, same here. And then I'm ready to see where I was in this project because I don't even remember. I was like looking at my past stream to try to remember what I was doing because I don't even remember. Gonna use a token. I am not sure. What do you mean by going to use a token? Yeah, checking, make sure everything is healthy. Oh, I can move the chat up just a tiny bit. It still touches the little unicorn at the bottom. There we go. Okay, let me see. I think I am gonna just look at my past stream to see what we were doing because I don't really remember. Let's go. Let's see, where do we get to in the end? Do you use Vapor at your current job? I do not. Okay, where's the screen button? Monitor. So right now we are looking at my own stream, which you can see YouTube changed their interface. Look at this. So you see how it's like, so my screen is like yellow. So the bottom here is actually like a little gradient. YouTube changed their interface, which is good because theirs kind of sucks sometimes. And it's called ambient mode. So when you turn that off, you see the gradient around YouTube like disappears. And I don't know if it came back. Yeah. It's around the video. Okay, but what did I do last? So that's why at the end of every video, I always do a summary. Because then... Then I can figure out what I did. So I think all we did was make the sidebar thing. Okay, so we did the sidebar. We started this, the income and expense, and sketching out what that might look like. Yes, I am using SwiftUI. Okay, that's, I think, pretty much everything that happened. Yeah, so if you look in the description of this video, but also, you can see right here, this project will use SwiftUI as much as I can. And we're just building a normal expense tracker application, and then I will have a Vapor backend for it. And fixing that. So where do we want to start? So this is linear. This is the tool I use to track all the things. And oh no, look at that. That gigantic, all these scroll bars. I need to fix that. Nice, just what you needed, a SwiftUI with a Vapor. So it's not that big of a deal using SwiftUI with Vapor, because Vapor is just your backend and it's completely separate from all the SwiftUI stuff. Okay, do this next stream, October 24th. Okay, that is on my list. We'll maybe do that a little bit later. What was the other thing I was doing? Let's run the app. Get rid of the preview. Yeah, SwiftUI is just the UI interface for making the iOS app. Vapor is really just the backend itself. So we have this little sidebar. It says dashboard. It switches to the dashboard. If we go to expenses, it switches to expense. And then settings, we have these categories here. I don't like the blue, but when you can collapse this is basically the point. Anon, what are you building with SwiftUI and Vapor? Let's see, what do I want to do next? Make this bigger, yeah. What is going on here? CollectionView focus state got out of sync. What does that even mean? I don't like this song. When did this happen? Okay, this happens immediately the second you click on this. What is going on? So we have this settings view, that's the disclosure group, but collection view, we don't even have collection views in SwiftUI. That is in UIKit, but why is that even happening? So today, what are we gonna do? Today we're probably going to maybe fix this blue highlight thing because I really don't like it. And let's look at the sketch that we had. So here's the sketch of everything, of what it's going to look like, and some planning kind of stuff. Here we did some colors. Let's see. Oh, here I need to export a different file, actually. So we have this income and settings is what we started with. Then I changed this a little bit. So instead of having income and income and expense categories right here, we're just gonna have a single thing called categories. You click on it and then that will bring you to a new page. So let's see what we want to do with that. We can do that, but then we could also go and fix that, what I have down there. We'll go back to that at the end. Let's see what the selection issue is. So we'll bring over Safari. Hello everyone. Hello, how are you? I was going to pronounce your name, but I do not know how. How do you pronounce your name? Because I want to get it right. Oh, interesting. This is definitely using a UI collection view behind it. Near and tar, is that right? Yes, awesome. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my stream. Oh, it doesn't say, so like YouTube, it'll tell you like if this is somebody's first time chatting. I don't think YouTube does that, but I don't think I've seen you here, so welcome. Okay, this is a collection view issue, but this is specifically happening in SwiftUI, even though it says collection view. Ooh, hash bulk view. Which view is currently focused? Yeah, we're not gonna watch a 40-minute video right now. So how do we implement this? So this is just your normal, we're switching which one is over here, and every time we do that, yeah, it's printing out a new thing. Let's see. Oh, it's not fun starting out the day with a bug. I think I saw something that said hashable, where we have route. What is route? It is identifiable in case iterable. Let's also make it hashable. Does this just build when it's hashable? Perfect, it does. So it says select somewhere. Oh, it still happens. Okay, it wasn't hashable, that fixes that. Collection view focus state got out of sync. Expected SwiftUI list collection view cell base class UI collection view list cell to be current manage subview but found SwiftUI. Okay, this number is the same as this number. Hello, everyone. Hello, how's it going? Okay, how do you pronounce your name? I'm sorry, I do not know how. So let me know so I can get it right. We are looking at this error that's going on in my console right now, which is not my favorite way to start off the stream. It's no fun starting with a bug. Let's see, what would this be? What are we using? We are using the NavigationSplitView with a list. That is right. Selection, then details. If selected is equal to selection, selected.view. I'll select somewhere else. That makes sense. Is it Cobb and Raw? Is that how you pronounce it? But welcome. Thank you for dropping by this morning. Or what time is it for everybody? How's your day been? It's Friday. I'm like tired still, so that's why I feel like I'm not very energetic. The problem with state. What is going on? Loading, loaded, empty, error. Ooh, look, Microsoft is sponsoring Ray Wenderlich. That's funny. Okay, this is not really going to show us. Let's see if we can drop the whole... Let's drop the whole error into Google, but we need to change that because it doesn't really matter. Okay, expected SwiftUI lifts CollectionView. That doesn't matter because it is just the address, frame, focused layer. We can delete that. It's still. Let's look at this. Friday, 15/26. What is that? 3 p.m., 3:30 almost here in Italy. Luca, how's it going? Nice. So it's almost the end of your workday now. You just came from work. It's around 8 p.m. where you are. Okay, that is 11 hours ahead of where I am right now. Where do you work that you're coming home from work so late? Ooh, here we go. CollectionView, tvOS beta version. Okay, we are not on that, but let's see. Okay, it looks like this is still an issue. So let's ignore it for now. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's do... Where did I want to start? I didn't really have a plan this morning. Okay, I wanted to fix both of those, but we also wanted to work on the category. I don't like what is going on with all these scroll bars. There we go. Sorry, there were so many scroll bars right here. That was very obnoxious. Okay, let's do CRUD categories. And we need to not only do that. Do I have specific... Let's filter for all of our iOS, not status, all of our iOS labels. We have CRUD categories. What's the task tracker you use? Is it Notion? No, right now I am using this, which is called Linear. Let me open that. And they just revamped their website too, which is super, super exciting. It's so pretty. Linear is a better way to build products. So here, this is the project tracker I use. And then, how do you pronounce your name as well? Because I'm sorry, I'm really bad at names. But let me know so I can pronounce it correctly for you. What's the issue tracker? Hello, everyone, just joined. Yeah, please let me know, because I don't want to butcher it, because it'll be bad. But yeah, this is super nice. So you have all of your statuses, so in progress, backlog, they have one called Icebox and done. And then you see the status right here, who the lead is for, you can have different kinds of projects. And then here you see like your progress. So like your, what is that called? Like velocity. So like how quickly are you closing things and how's that all going? But this is so, so nice. I haven't gone through their new website. I'm just gonna like go through their own website because it's so pretty. Look at that, like opacity, it's so beautiful. But that's what I use to track my project here right now. Okay, we created tabs. I think we did do this. So this is also a SwiftUI multi-platform application. So if we run on the iPhone 14 Pro, let me also bring this over here because I'm not sure what's about to show up on it. Okay, we're good. So here, yeah, so I had create tabs down here because I wanted this to be a tab application, but maybe not. And there's question marks, so maybe not. But so here, when you select one of the sidebar things, that's just in a list here. And then we have dashboard view, income, expense, and settings. And this does this. Okay, look, that's interesting. Look, this is gray when you click on it, and it shows you like I click and release, and you see that. But if we're on settings, on the iPad, it's blue. That's weird. Interesting. So we'll keep both of these over here. Should we make this one bigger? Yeah, let's make that one a little bit bigger. Oh my goodness, there's my gigantic... What is that called? The dock? It's pi. Oh, pi like the constant. So pi o... What would be the TR? Like tur? Like pi o tur? Is that how it is? I like how you say it's pi like the constant. Yes, pi o tur. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my stream. We have a lot of new people. There are 3 new people in here. There are at least 3 new people. Thank you. And for all these new people, if you could like the video, that would be wonderful. So yeah, I mainly am live streaming on my channel right now because I don't have time to make YouTube videos, and this is a lot easier because all I can do is just jump on the stream and we can chat. We can build this expense tracker application, and yeah, so you can come hang out. This is for me, Friday morning at 9 a.m. So pretty much a half hour ago, that's when I started streaming. So it's that time every Friday is when I've been doing these streams. So you can always come chat. Follow me on all the social medias, which you can see are, where's that? Up there, way up there at the top, for all sorts of content. And you can ask me any kind of questions. And then here, I will drop this just in case anybody wants to. It is a buy me a coffee link. So this means you can buy me like a coffee, which is like $5 USD. And that basically just means you can donate to me if you would like. Definitely no obligation for anybody to. But if you do, and if you donate while I'm on stream, there is a big banner over there. Which way? that way. That way. That will appear. I forgot, I flipped my cameras. So over there's a big banner that will appear on stream with whatever like message you write if you donate while I'm live. But yeah, thanks for all the new people that are dropping by. How did you find my channel? I'm interested to know. And what kind of iOS development do you do, or are you interested in iOS dev? We do need to do cred categories. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna also go grab my iPad because I drew this out. I'll be right back. Okay, I just grabbed my iPad and see. Let me export it. Okay, the export is loading. And then I'll put up on the screen what I'm looking at. It's struggling. Okay, that export is struggling, but what we're going to do was when you click on expense tracker here, you can then click on this cell. So how do we make it do another? Because I've never used NavigationSplitView before. This is the brand new SwiftUI one. Let's look up NavigationSplitView. And you can see we were looking at this last time. Let's look at those two. And maybe we'll look at Apple. So we have this one. Here's our list. So this is this list. Then the detail is when we click on one of them. And we want to go further into that detail as well. And categories. Categories is showing up from settings view. And we can close that. Ooh, there we go. I can't see it, it's so small. Oh, thank you. I'll go back and I can read that on my like actual phone. Cause that's still like tiny on my screen that I'm looking at, that I'm like seeing my stream on. But thank you, I appreciate it. It was on my phone, I could see what that said too. And you found me from iOS Dev Happy Hour. Ooh, that's so exciting. Also, for everybody who doesn't know, let me look that up. iOSDevHappyHour.com. Right here, iOS Dev Happy Hour is a monthly meetup to chat with other iOS developers. So our meeting will be next Saturday at 11 a.m. PT, which is, I think, what is that? I can't remember the UTC time right now. Might have it in the registration, but when you go to register, it'll show it in your like local time zone. It's 1800 UTC, that's what it is. But here we have our spooky happy hour. So this is just another like Zoom meeting to chat with other iOS devs, and it's super fun. So you should join. Go to that link and just go sign up for the Eventbrite. It's completely free. And just show up to the Zoom event. And it's basically You can chat with other iOS devs. We have breakout rooms. I'm sharing this file with... Okay, sorry, I'm moving the file that I was sharing a second ago. Yeah, we chat with other iOS devs. There's breakout rooms. What else? And we also hear stories from the community, which is one of my favorite parts, is we chat with other we have iOS devs come on and talk about their experience and how they got their first iOS dev job. Okay, I think... Okay, so where was that sketch file? So we had this sketch file with... So this is a sketch I did in an app called Mockup. So let's zoom out on that a little bit and delete it, and we are going to replace it with this one. Okay, zoom in now. There we go. So we'll have to keep replacing this one, but you can see a whole nother row at the bottom and on the right were added. And those were from the new sketch that we did. So here's what we did last time. Was it looks like this. So we have our sidebar on the left. You have categories. You can click the little caret icon like that. And then the income and expense will have an arrow. When you click on that row, it gives you your income categories and a list of those categories. And then we can click the plus and click and have a new create category screen, and that'll most likely have like a little text box. And let's work on that. We're already 40 minutes in. I feel like I've done nothing, but let's make that. So let's make this part. We have to figure out how to navigate income and expense. And for that, okay, we did detail. We got that far. What is the next half of that? There's content. Sidebar, content, and then detail. What would that mean rather than just navigation and detail? Because that's what we have. Do we need 3 columns? The 3-column layout, I feel like, is not exactly... I think I just want to navigate this. But that's not navigation link, right? Or that's depreciated, I think. Like if we did oh my gosh, navigation link. Okay, this one works. Oh, but this uses the value and hashable and label. Okay, let's search navigation link. Go to Good Hacking with Swift article. Okay, it's updated for 14 beta 1, which is good. We are using Xcode 14, I believe. Okay, so this is the old one of destination. Do we have the new one? Because this says value and label. The old one is navigation link. Oh, we do have destination label. Will depreciate. Is destination label. Okay, but this one is not depreciated? Okay, let's use this one then. Okay, label is that one. Destination, where do we want to go? Let's say text hi. And let's make another navigation link. Destination text. Expenses, and then we'll move this into here. Oh, we ran that on the iPhone. That's fine. Hey Yash, how's it going? Good morning. How's your day so far? Is this running? Okay, let's run it on the iPad. Let's rotate this screen. So if we go to settings, ooh, here we go. And there we go. It says hi when we clicked on this one. And if we go back to here and click expenses, so we're getting into the new view, but we are losing the navigation part of this where like I can't go back now. That's interesting. Because navigation split view, this isn't a navigation view. Why did it disappear? Let's see, does it do that on an iPhone as well? Let's go to the iPhone 14 Pro. Okay, so if we go to settings, I think it will. If we hit income. Okay, so we still have this back button, and that takes us all the way back to the root. And it broke. This is very confusing. Where do you let your backend run? So which cloud, or is it only local for you? What is your name? I can't tell if that's a username or if it's like a short version of your name. How's it going though? Welcome. I am going to be using Vapor, which is a server-side Swift framework. So if we go to Vapor codes, yes, this is the, I'll drop the link as well. This is the framework that I will be using. Right now it's only built locally, so I'm not even using it for what I'm doing at the moment. But that'll be the second thing. It's a really old username. Okay, which should I call you then? Let me know. But yeah, I am using this. It will be running locally in a Docker container at the moment. I have not yet figured out how I want to deploy it. Technically, it's 2:45 p.m. there, but your sleep schedule is horrible, so you woke up half an hour ago. Oh my gosh. It happens, though. It's okay. So, we broke this. We are not doing this the right way. Did I click on navigation? Displaying a detail screen with navigation link. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Navigation. Okay, this is a really good article, and it was updated last year, so it's actually not going to work for what we are doing. We need to look at more of this navigation split view thing. Call you Jan. Okay, perfect. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. There's a lot of new people here today. We can also embed a navigation stack in a column or by clicking navigation link. Okay, we did this one. We have a navigation split view with a list and then details. That's what this one is. With a list and then detail. Customize a split view. Let's look at Not Apple's documentation instead. Okay, so there's the 3-column layout, and then there is detail. 2-column split has a sidebar and detail columns, yeah. So we have navigation split with detail. Okay, we did something like this. That was kind of the goal. I think this was probably the last article I looked at as well. So there's... We are displaying the view. Note the sidebar display mode button toggles the sidebar. Yep. Okay, they are in a beta. Ooh, is this fixed? Let's see. Apple bug report. Okay, this is the feedback tool. Can we like look at open bugs? Is that like a thing? Okay, I think technically you can, but we've split view visibility. Okay, we don't care about that. What is balanced? What does that do? Navigation split view style dot balanced? What is that called? Navigation split view style. Reduces the size of the detail content. Oh, nope, not on an iPhone. Okay, we are making this a multi-platform app. What should be the way I organize everything on the left? So right now I just have an app, dashboard, income, settings, and expenses, which those are all of our columns. But basically this runs for iPhone and iPad, and I will eventually probably need custom screens for each here and there. So should I have like a shared folder? And then make iOS only things? Okay. I don't know what that did. I think that didn't do anything. But let me know, how should I organize this project? So the issue I'm running into, let me run it again, you'll see. I kind of showed it a second ago, but I didn't really explain it because I was already looking at it. Here. Our goal is to click on settings once we click on one of these, because we can switch all of these different views. But inside of settings, we have categories. And I want to be able to click on this and it pops to the next view controller and shows income categories, which it is showing the right view right now, because right now I just have it saying hi when I clicked income. But you can see the navigation went away, so I can't go back to settings, and I should be able to. Yeah, Yash, that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I haven't decided, do I have an overall shared view, and then inside of shared we have app, dashboard, income, expenses, settings, and then inside of like an iOS folder have another app, dashboard, income, expense, settings. I'm not sure yet. So here's our sidebar, content, and detail. Let's look at SwiftUI on iPad. That's Apple's docs. Because we don't want the 3 column, we just want a 2 column, but now we would just want to navigate inside of that 2 column. Do I need to put it in a navigation? Is that what it is? I don't like that, but I mean we could if we put Neva. This one, just navigation view and this form. Actually, the whole thing, I think. Goes inside of here. Now let's see. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it's already in a navigation stack. We don't need another one. SwiftUI platform is most agnostic, so you should really be fine having most of your stuff in a shared folder and maybe a few platform-specific screens here and there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I just haven't thought the entire thing out yet. But how... Okay, let's run... run this back to what it was. It looked like this. I just sneeze. Excuse me. So we have this. When I click income, we want it to just push to the next view controller, not show a brand new view controller. Thank you. We have a list. Here's a detail view. That is showing this. That's what we're doing right now. Here's a list, and this is the detail view. But we want to be able to navigate inside of that detail view. Do we need to watch this session? Let's do it. Can you hear that? I don't think you can. No, I don't have it set up so you can hear my desktop. Okay, what we're gonna do. To the playtime speed and add subtitles, English. Let's watch. These WWDC sessions are really good. So you can go to these, I think, yeah, developer, apple.com/video. You can find them usually just going to developer.apple.com and then find whichever one you're looking for. Let's put this in player. Let's put this way up here. Make it gigantic down there. On up here, user default standard setting false. For UI constraints based layout unsatisfiable. What would that do? Okay, so this is a normal list. Multi-column tables. Okay, that is cool, but that's... I will need we need to write this down because I will need that. Multi-column tables. Okay. Where do we want to put that? We will... Column tables. Okay, that... What would this go under? This would be income/expenses list. And we just label it iOS. We're not doing assignee because it's only me. So it's kind of a waste. We're not doing priority, but we'll do a good old medium for t-shirt sizing for how long something might take. So let's definitely keep that because we will come back to that probably at some point. It suppresses the auto layout warnings that you get in your SwiftUI apps. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, we were looking at this for the beginning thing, and it looks like this is just a bug. Let's see. Let's drop your... Let's put this here. Oh no, they still haven't... Yeah, because this isn't... I don't really know what that is, so... It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. So let's go through this. So this is a table column, which is not exactly what we need just yet. We need the split navigation stuff. But this is super cool, and we should watch this at some point. Ooh, where was that video? Ooh, that's so pretty. Look at that. So we will come back to this at some point. Okay, context menu. I think this is a kind of popover, and I don't think we need this either. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, here we go. Split views. There we go. Wait. Split views. It was worth a try. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, navigation split view. Let's do it. So for that, the SwiftUI cookbook for navigation. Navigation. There we go. Is that a YouTube video? No, okay. We'll look at that one in a second. But let's see if they give us a quick little answer here. Yes, sidebar and detail. Yep, that's what we're looking at. What is going on with these captions? Did you see them? They're like appearing up there. That's funny. Captions are struggling in pip. Okay, 2 column Yes, sidebar. To even the priority between sidebar and detail. Or prominent detail to prefer the detail. Yeah, that's what we want, I think. So we would do that here. Split view style, prominent detail. What does that do? Ooh, okay, so it didn't keep the sidebar open. Oh, when it doesn't stay open. So you can bring it out, but you can't keep it there. That's not what I want. Okay. Good to know. Now let's go through here. If you like to customize behavior. Yeah, we don't really want the 3 column right now. I think we just want 2 column. Okay, they are doing navigation split view with the detail. Yeah, so that's what this looks like. That's what we have. The to-do app. So, is it just... I need to make the font bigger on this. Can I do that? Hang on. I'm going to try to make the font bigger on my chat so I can see it better. Nope. Oh no, that increases all my fonts. Oh well, it's kind of big. That's okay. So, this is an app called Linear. So it is linear.app. It is a better way to build products. So this is what I use for managing this project right now because I really like it. Okay, yeah, he is not going into this, so we need to watch this one. Instrumental hip-hop music. Okay, let's do English subtitles and 2x. Oh, I've totally watched this one before. Yep, you're welcome. We need this right here. We need to have the sidebar, a list of things. That's what we have going. Then you click on one and it navigates us. That's what we need. We almost want this. I mean, it would work. Is this the 3 column? Yeah, this is a 3 column. I don't know. I go back and forth whether I'd need the 3 column. I'd rather just have 2, I think. Okay, so push and pop. Maybe we just need a navigation stack. Okay. Oh, I think that's the one we just watched. Okay, so the new one is presenting a value. They're tasty. Let's go. You wonder if the 3-column works on... Technically, it will work. It will work on watchOS. It'll just change it though, so it's only 1 column basically. So technically, you can build it like that, but it'll automatically adapt it. Okay, we have a list and a section. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so they do have a for each with a navigation link. So I'm not using a whole data model yet, because I'm not really making that. Okay, we have navigation stack. So this is the navigation split view, and then settings view is the one that we're showing. We have a form right now, but should this be a navigation stack instead? I feel like this is going to double the navigation again. Let's see. Navigation stack has path and route. That means we need a verb. What are we using as expanded for? Is this like used anywhere? Oh, it's for the disclosure group. Okay. What binding are we using here? Navigation stack. Okay, they don't even have any parameters in their navigation stack. They are just using it. So if we drop this whole form into the stack, yeah, it needs a piece of data, but we don't have a piece of data, so I don't think we can use this like this. Yeah, because it's all data driven, which makes sense. This is like a table view, because I come from more UI kit. You click on a cell and it goes to the next view and it has data that's passed over. So it has a model that it goes with. Yeah, the array of recipe is that path. Oh, there we go. Now they add it. But we don't need... We just want to go to the next view. Why is that so hard? Couldn't you try navigation detail void? I don't think so. Okay. This might be it. Here we go. Okay, I don't want the 3-column, but we'll try to use it. Iterates over categories. Okay. We have that. Navigation split view list. We do a selection though, because we do a 2-column layout. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have that list. Yo, you just want to pop in and out. Hey, Giannis, how's it going? Happy you're headed. Yes, I'm going to the server-side Swift conference, and I'm going to be giving a talk. Ooh, so haven't fully decided, and maybe I'll just message you. Do I have you? Are we in a Slack together still, or? Oh, we can meet there. Oh, that's so fun. I might ask you. So, where do you deploy your Vapor applications? Discord for sure. Okay. Drop your Discord, or you can DM it to me somewhere else if you don't want other people. And I have a question for you that you may know, and I need to plug my laptop in because it's dying. Okay, here we go. Go into your Discord. Where's add new friends? New friend. Giannis number 9828. Oh, you have to capitalization matters. Interesting. Okay, I sent you a friend request. I have a question. Oh yeah, I see your picture. It's probably you. Oh, here we go. Message. Okay, I just finished messaging you my question. I will look at that after my stream. So we are trying to figure out this whole navigation issue, and we are watching dub videos to find this out. Maybe, oh my goodness. See, the site is good, but the amount of ads really bother me sometimes. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. So many. It is in London. Where is the conference in London? I have no idea. I have no clue. I would say check out the website because I'm not sure. I think it's server.info. I think server-side Swift.info. Yes, this is the conference I'll be going to. It just says London. South Kings... What is that? Kingston. Yeah. Oh, so Detail has... Let's look at that again. Okay, so we have navigation split view. We have our list, content, which is another list, and then detail. This should not be this hard. Okay, here we go. 2 column. Let's do it. Don't know. I'll be back later. Happy streaming. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. Sorry, this stream is me just watching a video, but I don't know how to do this. And this will tell me how. Okay, we have a binding, yes. Oh, I think this needs to be a navigation stack. That's what it is. Recipe grid. Yeah, that's here. Let's start with that. This will be a navigation stack. If we have this income, that's all it was, everyone. No, I don't think I put a navigation stack. No, I did not. We have navigation link now, but that's what we needed. We needed navigation stack right here in our detail. That's what it was. Oh, look at that. It like highlights, unhighlights. That's kind of weird. But that's what it was. That's what we needed. I had a navigation view, and that was not correct. Has a new, and the navigation link with a value, even though we're not using value. Okay, if we used value, we have to use the navigation destination. Interesting. The way that makes sense to me or my team? I hope so. Ooh, so we have a path. Wait, what's going on with this path? Okay, to enable full programmatic navigation. So it looks like we may never have full navigation. Or we may never have programmatic navigation because right now it uses a path with a binding for the navigation stack. But I may not do that. It was fun. Yes, it was. Okay, I think we got enough. We have enough that we've gotten to this point, so that's good. Let's commit this. So we have our content view that changed. Oh, did we change content view? Oh, I have this all in content view. Oh, okay. So we have content view and then settings view. So let's do git commit. Let's add navigation to income and expense detail pages. There we go. So we are friendly here. Let's do income first. So we'll just leave that for now. What will the income page look like? What did my sketch look like? So here, we finally did this. Just make this link to go over to the new page. And now we are there. So we have, let's do income categories. So this, let's just call it income, what do we want to call it? Income categories or income, yeah, let's do category income actually. New SwiftUI view, let's do category income view. So if we do this, switch this with category income view and refresh it, we have this and then that. Perfect. Now I feel like we're moving, finally. Okay, we can close that one, we don't need it. And this, we are going to make it, what do we want to do? A list? Probably a list. Let's do that. List, and we need an array of categories. Let's call it income categories. And right now, let's just make it a string of, what did I use? YouTube, freelancing, Instagram. YouTube. Oh, I don't have the equal sign. Freelancing. What was the last one? Instagram. Equals. Okay, so list, we will display income categories. Category in and text. Category. Oh, and I wrote this wrong. String conform to identifiable. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. Oh, I need to do the id./self. There we go. So we have income, and there we go. Here's our little list. Colon spacing. Okay, and then we will have navigation title will be income categories, which I don't really need to keep refreshing the whatchamacallit. Look at that. It's so pretty. Let's bring up, I never end up using the, what is this called? The preview. Just because like my computer is pretty speedy, so it runs the project pretty quickly, so I don't end up using this that much, but it looks like this now. But see, actually, we're not seeing, we're not seeing that text because this is not in a navigation view, I think. Oh, that is not the way we want to show this, but technically it's showing it right. So let's just erase it. And we will go back to using not the preview. We'll just make our code like that. Cool. But let's commit this new file. SwiftUI versus string crashes. Oh, just add.self. Yep, if it's string, why can't SwiftUI just look at it, right? Diffs versus tree. Yes, that is a whole thing that I haven't looked into that much. Okay, so let's do this. So we've changed the project file, category income view. We've added that file as a new file. The modified settings view, because we modified that. So yeah, let's do git commit. Create category income view. Perfect. Okay, so we have that view. That's good. We wanted to add a toolbar to it. That's what it was. What is... Yeah, toolbar content. And then what is it? Toolbar item? Placement. We want to do... what is keyboard? I don't even know what that one is. What is status? Represents a change in status for our current context. Interesting. We're going to do navigation bar trailing. And the view... Does this need to be a button, or can it be a... whatchamacallit, a label? I can't remember. I think it needs to be a button. Add income category. And the label, we want to use an image, system name. Is it Command-Shift-L? Yes, here we go. Symbols. Let's search for plus. We want to do a plus icon like the one that I created. So lots of plus icons. Ooh, plus square dashed. Is there just plus square? I'm guessing there is. Ooh, here we go. Is there a square? We have plus rectangle. Oh wait, I saw it. Plus square. Ooh, that was cool. Okay, let's run it. And filled. Because we need quotes. Here we go. So we click on settings, click on income, and now it looks like this. And now we have add income category. I can't tell. Does that look weird? That looks kind of weird to me. Maybe it's just an iPad thing. Let's see. If we put it back to landscape, that doesn't look as weird. Only slightly weird. What do you all think? Does that look weird? With like the navigation, but then also the sidebar? Oh well, I think it'll be fine. So we have that. Let's run it on iPhone as well, because we haven't done that one yet. See what it looks like. So we go to settings. Actually, it'll probably look normal. Yep, and then we click the plus. Awesome, there we go. Let's commit that. Let's do git commit add. It's not called a navigation bar item. It's called a toolbar item. Whoops, I forgot to add it to the staging area. Okay, so we did that. Let's do the income, or not the income, the expense one as well. But it's going to look the exact same. So should I actually call this like category view itself and then just pass in a property whether or not it's income or expense? I could do that as well. What do you all think? I think that might be what I do. I think that will be better, and then because technically I am going to totally copy and paste this, so let's do that. What do I want to call it? Category view? So this would say income or expense categories. It's going to have a plus button. Or I could have kept it as a single thing called categories. And then when you go into categories, it actually would navigate you to here. And you could have two lists of one list with income, one with list with categories. Or sorry, yeah. One list with income, one list with expense. And then when you click on the plus, you have an option to pick which one. Ooh, I like that one better. But do I want to change all of that right now? Well, let's write a note. So we have this. Decide, let's put a question mark. What do we have right now? So instead, collapsing categories. Only one row for category, and when tapped, we go here. Let's call it category view. Two sections with a list of list of income and expense categories, and then button you pick which one you're adding. I think I do like that better. I think we'll end up doing that. So we're gonna have to rewrite some of this, of exactly what we just did. But let's see if I can do it in a half hour. Let's do unfilter by that. Let's fix this one. Because I did vapor for some of this, and I did it not wrong really, but it's not a way I would want to do it. Oh, don't mind any of that. That's just me making a layout. So I did do that. So let's see if I can fix that super quick. We'll keep this one open, might as well. Expense Tracker Kit is the Vapor project. We don't need the simulators anymore. Let's save that and close it. Okay, super quick. I wanted to fix the update function for income and expense, or make them like the income and expense ones. And we wanted to fix account controller and category controller. Okay. Super quick. So the difference is income. We did something like this, where the update, we have a patch income, and we use the patch request, and then our patch income model has a bunch of optional properties, versus the way I originally coded this, we just used the account object, which meant that we would have to have ID and name. That's not that bad. ID and name, and then we do income.find. Yeah, try with account.find. We set the new one, and then we do update. We set the new one, do update. That's not too awful. But account is ID and name. What do we do over here? We find the object. We don't call it from DB though anymore, so let's at least get rid of that. We called that patch income. We're still doing a patch, I believe. The update, oh, we do a put. Do we need it to be a patch or a put though? Let's do... because we don't actually care about the ID. We don't change that. So this really is just, and it's already optional. Okay, account can stay the same, so that one's fine. But category controller, I think this one we do want to change. So category, we are using category object. What are we using? Category controller. We are doing an update to the name or the type. And type is category type, and that is, I believe it's income or expense. Yeah. Okay, so this one we do want to do. So let's make a new patch category. Let's call this patch category. We're gonna copy one of these and whoops, open patch category. Okay, we don't need to import foundation twice, and this is patch category. Let's open category though, so we can see both of them. So what we are doing with our patch category is doing this, except we want to make everything optional. So we have name, that's a string, that's optional. We have type. Type, that's optional, and we are actually in this most likely never changing is archived. So that's really all it is making category type optional. So let's go down here. Update will not be a put, it will be a patch. And category, we will do we return the whole patch object? Okay, we return the full, or that's a count, not the one I want to look. Okay, we do return the full object. So we return category, but here we want to decode a patch category. So we called this patch category. Patch. Okay, so this would be category. And we want to do that category. This is that one. This changed. Oh gosh. This one is the patch category. What does DTO stand for? DTO stands for domain transfer object, I believe. Let's look at the docs because I don't remember. I think it's domain. Let's see. What does it stand for? No, data. Data transfer object. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. How do you, what is your something gamers? Something O gamers? Kinaldos gamers? Is that what your name is? But yeah, this is a data transfer object. So the whole reason for why I'm doing this, you can catch this on one of the streams. I don't remember which one of them, where I originally did this. But basically, so here, originally we were using the entire category object. Let's open it, category.swift, to replace all the properties that are in here, like name, category type, and don't worry about is archived, but mainly name and category type. We would have had to pass a new category type and a new name if we wanted to update that property, like in our database. But what we want to do instead is use a patch category, which just means that we can pass one or the other. We don't actually have to change both at the same time. So it's kind of, I think it's just better. I don't really know. That's why the way I did the other ones, and that's the way we're going to do them. And so we want to do category updates, and we want to return category, because category is a category object. Yes, okay. And did we do if let? Yeah, if let something equals something. We need this, if let patch category. Or no, we want to call it, what do we want to call this? That was name. If let name equals, yes. And then we do category dot name is equal to name. That's what it looks like. Yep, you're welcome. So if let, what is this, type is equal to patch category dot type, and then we want to copy this one. Except we can get rid of that part and just do type. So these are if lets, so only if that is not nil, then it will do that update, and that should be good. So let's, oh gosh, we need to open Docker to test this. So Docker needs to start up on my computer. Docker desktop is starting. I'm gonna keep it over here. I hope everybody's like the stream. We're almost done. That took me like 10 minutes. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So the Docker has started, so let's run Docker compose updb. So we want to start the database specifically. And then now we can run. There's so much to testing APIs. It's like exhausting. Okay, 1 minute. I've got to switch the workspace. Okay, so here we go. We want to do a patch. What are we even patching? We are patching category. Okay. We have income. We don't even have a category one. So let's create a new one. New Okay, I didn't need to do that. We could just do plus here. We want to do a patch to this URL, which is my machine slash, not expenses, categories. And that name comes from right here. And the body is going to be raw JSON. And I believe we should just be able to pass a name. We do need to know the ID though, so let's first do a get. Let's make a new one. We need to run this. Okay, so once we start running, now we're going to run the API. And then we'll use Postman to hit the API to see what is happening. Build succeeded. Whew, good. Database was shut down. I don't know what that's about. Okay, server starting at my local host. So if we do a get, hit send. Can I close that? I can. That button, there we go. So we have one category right now. Perfect. So what we want to do is now update this category. Let's call this one, what do we want to name this one? Get categories? Or we already have the get, so let's call it categories. Save that one, and we will call this one categories as well. So the reason I'm not naming it something more specific is it's already right here as categories, and you already have the get and the patch, so we already know what's sort of happening with that. So we will go to the body now, and we need to use JSON. And here is the object that we are going to use. But with our new patch category, whoops, oh, that already copied that. Actually, let's just replace the whole thing. There we go. Can I do Shift Tab? Oh, I can. Beautiful. So we don't need this property. We can change the type right here. So it says YT. Let's change it to freelancing. And all we need to pass is the name and the ID. And if we hit send, we should see a new patch request come through. And then also when we do a get again, okay, looks like it worked. We got 200. It says freelancing. Now if we do get, this will change from YT to freelancing. Ta-da! There we go. We're properly updating. So that's super awesome. And that was updating name. Let's update type this time. Let's say, what is it? Right now it's expense. Let's say income. Hit send. We go back here. Now type is now income. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, let's update. In get. Yeah, I wanted to do DTOs for income fixed category and account controller. That is fine. Account controller was fine, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, because it's just this one property, so we'll just leave that one like it is. So, there we go. Let's do add. Create patch category and patch for updating the category. Categories. There we go. Let's push that to GitHub and then Docker. We'll stop Docker because we're done with it now. And there we go. That was this ticket. Awesome. In progress to done. Beautiful. In production app, how would you run the backend host rather? So, gosh, oh man, we will get there. basically, I have to deploy the backend. So right now it's running on my computer, meaning no one else can touch it except it's only running on my computer. Later, it's going to be deployed somewhere, like either in AWS. I can deploy it as a Docker container itself, and then host that Docker container somewhere. You can put it in GCP, like the Google Cloud Platform. There's a couple options. I'm still looking at which one I'm going to do. But basically, you deploy your API, and you'll have an actual URL. So instead of using 127.0.0.1, we'll use some kind of URL, and then push to that URL. And once I do that, then we will figure out how in the world once it's connected, or actually once it's hosted somewhere, we're good. And then we just use that URL for everything. Is it possible to host on GitHub somehow? I don't believe so. I think GitHub only does, let me stop this Docker container too. Quit Docker desktop, yeah. I believe GitHub only hosts web applications, and not even that, just static web applications. I don't believe you can host an entire, like an API on there, but I am not 100% sure on that. Look at GitHub's website. It's so pretty too. It kind of looks like linear. Okay, put on table, board projects. Wow, GitHub's page is really long. GitHub. Okay, we have automate anything with GitHub Actions. Let's try features. We have GitHub issues. That's funny. Copilot. Automation CI/CD. I'm almost certain you cannot put it on GitHub. Yeah, you have GitHub Pages, but IDK about backend. Yeah, GitHub Pages is hosting static websites, meaning your website is mostly only HTML, CSS, and maybe some JavaScript, or like client-side JavaScript. But the backend, actually hosting that is like kind of a whole sort of different thing. Yeah, we have GitHub Pages here. There's packages. I don't know. I don't think that's it. Maybe it's this one. Let's look. Can I host React sites? Maybe. I am not 100% sure. I don't know as much about backend, and not just backend. That's more, I don't know as much about web dev. GitHub GraphQL API. Ooh, migrating from REST to Graph. We are using with Vapor. Right now we are making a REST API, by the way, too. And you can look up the difference between GraphQL and REST, because I just kind of also found out the difference recently. No, you're pretty sure too. You cannot host anything other than static sites on GitHub. That's what I think too, Jen. Okay, forming call. So I don't think we can host the API, but we can host it if we go to docs.vapor.code, go to deploy. So the options it gives us are DigitalOcean, Heroku, Supervisor, Systemd, Nginx, and Docker. So these all take a lot, not a lot. They take some setup though. So like with Heroku, this is the way a lot of people would host their backend. The thing is though, Heroku just changed their pricing, so they no longer have a free plan for like small APIs like the one I'm building right now. And people are a little salty over that, but because of that, people are looking for alternatives to where they can host their Vapor API rather than Heroku, because this was super simple to set up. I have a YouTube video on Code with Chris's channel, so if you go to this and look at this whole playlist right here, so this is the one big long video, this is just the first lesson, but here's the full playlist. Here I have the deployment side, deploy Vapor API to Heroku. So we use Heroku, but at the time it was still free. They very recently changed that. So I will probably also be looking for somewhere else to host this, and I haven't figured out where yet. Just did a quick search. Yeah, you can host React on Pages with a GH Pages NPM package. Okay. So yeah, this is super simple to set up. Like, you really do just follow these instructions, which is nice. Setting up Docker and all of these other ones are slightly more complicated. I think DigitalOcean's may be the next simplest one. I don't know if it's free though. So we will look into that. Manage choices. Oh, that's too long. No, decline all. Okay. A simpler cloud, happier devs, and better results. That's what we're looking for. So I'm not sure if we'll do the deployment live on stream, because a lot of that I might accidentally show like API keys and stuff. So we may not, but I'm not sure. We'll get there when we get there. You just get an M1 Mac Mini and host it there. Host it myself. Oh my goodness. I will not be doing that, because then I have to worry about way more security than I want to. But yeah, that is possible if that is something you desire to do. So, that is that. So let's see. What did we do today? We were able to, let's run this on my iPad. I'm gonna stop the music and do our final little summary. So summary is, it's blank. Okay. What is security? Just unplug it. That's funny. It happens. So what we did today was we used the NavigationSplitView, I believe it is. Yeah, NavigationSplitView. And we had to use Navigation Stack, which took us a hot minute to figure out, so that we can so this one collapses. Don't mind the blue. Someday we'll fix that. Actually, we're going to rewrite this all probably in the next one. That was the last of what I wrote here, is the rewrite of what we're going to do. But basically, we can click on income, and then now we see all of our income categories. And this is right now a static list. And then we have this little plus button for add income category. And what I'll do is pop a modal up, and then we'll choose a name basically and the category that we want to create, whether it's income or expense. So expense right now just goes to a default view, but we're going to end up combining these both into a single view. So it'll just be like one thing that says categories with an arrow over, but instead of a collapsing list, it might just be, or actually, yeah, we're going to rewrite this. So it'll be income categories section, and then expense categories section, and then a plus button. So maybe we'll still keep this categories. So this will actually move over to a new view. So it'll move over to a new view, look like this. And then we'll have a category view for income and expense. Because, do I still have the sketch document open? I don't. But the next document, or I can bring it up. Oh no, don't look at that. Actually, nothing really there is super secret, but downloads. Where did I put that file? We have this. This was the sketch. So basically, here, instead of these two, we might just combine this into one. So it'll have income category, and down here, expense category, and then just one plus button to create a new one, and then you would just choose income or expense, because that would be easier. So that's what we will do there. Probably next stream we'll be doing that refactor. And once we have categories, we need to do the exact same thing for accounts. So that was in the original sketch that I had. This one. So it might still go back kind of similar to this. A list, which don't mind the box, but a list of income, a list of expense, and then we have a list of bank accounts. And then once we have our income and expenses, once we have the categories for income and expense, and we have an account, we should be able to start doing CRUD on expenses and income on the actual like whole part of the app. So we'll start building like these little modals. But that is what we'll get into next time. So we're going to refactor this a little bit to look kind of like this one, but we're going to refactor that one a little bit, and then keep on going. So we have a couple things to build still. We have the settings to build, settings with income, expenses for the categories, income, expenses. And then we also have the accounts part. And then lastly, then we can actually start adding income and expense and see a list of everything. And once we have a list of everything and save it to the new API, then we can actually start making some charts. So that might be about 2 streams or so away, but that's what we have then. So cool. So thank you for everybody for joining this morning. I appreciate you for coming on. And thank you to, I think it was Jan who had sent the Buy Me a Coffee. I appreciate that. Was it? Yeah, I think so. So thank you for that. And then I will see everybody in the next stream. So bye. Have a good rest of your day.